How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the video. And if you guys haven't heard the news yet, Leinster have lost to Northampton in the semi-finals. And yes, they have been kicked out of the semi-finals. Northampton are through to the finals, and they're going to be playing either Bordeaux or Toulouse. We're going to find that out tomorrow. But guys, it has happened. So please, before I continue, like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And let's break it down because, oh my word, what a game. And before I actually start, in my previous videos, I was getting comments. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. What are you on? Leinster are going to smash them. Northampton are nothing. Northampton are nobodies. And I always kept saying, look, Champions Cup on the day, it's 50-50. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to come out on top. Guess what? Northampton have beaten Leinster. Yes, that's right. They beat them 37-34. So what's going to happen now? Where are going to be all the excuses? And for all you Leinster fans, please do not leave just yet. I am going to be fair to Leinster. This is not going to be, just an absolute, ass ramming for Northampton. But this is what I mean by you can never underestimate a team, because then things like this happen. Henry Pollock comes through big, banging himself a try, putting in a stellar performance. Tommy Freeman coming in strong as all bloody hell, banging himself a hat-trick, and big performance. What can you say about this now? Yes, the Northampton Saints forwards are not as good as the Leinster forwards. But the backs, this is where it really comes, and this is where it really came through. Alex Mitchell, Finn Smith, Tommy Freeman, beautiful games. Ram, they all had a stellar performance, and this is exactly what was needed by the Saints to get anything out of Leinster. And this is what I said. The Saints are going to have to come out quick. They're going to have to come out strong, and they need to put it. They need to put their foot down. They need to make their mark immediately, and that is exactly what they had. They made Leinster chase them the entire game, at every single point. Leinster, yes, Leinster kept up with them. They were keeping themselves in the game. They were keeping themselves relevant. But at every single crucial moment when it was needed, Leinster couldn't keep up with that pressure, and unfortunately they crumbled. It's not something you often tend to see, but like I say, on the day it's 50-50 Champions Cup. It all comes down to the day. Now again, I'm gonna come through the same thing that I said before. Could it be a case of Leinster would have had a better time if more of their players had to be playing consistently throughout the past couple games, instead of just having and expecting their A team to be playing at an elite level? Should they have been played more in the build-up to this game to have them gel better, to have more time on the field together? Because Northampton did. Northampton looked well. And yes, by no means was Northampton perfect. They were by no means perfect. They had a lot of problems. There was errors. There was mistakes made. But I'll tell you what, they kept up with Leinster, which nobody thought that they were going to do. And honestly, I was the same. My heart said a Northampton Saints win. My brain and logic said Leinster, considering how well they've been playing, what they've been doing to other teams. But again, on the day, it says something completely different. The Saints are there for a reason. They are no pushovers. They are no pushovers whatsoever. Now, I want to break into Leinster, because Leinster put out a bloody brilliant performance. Gibson Park was scary every single time he was on that ball. We saw that ball moving so quick. He was so efficient. They really got that ball going. McCarthy was an absolute nightmare. Whenever he got on the ball, he was making meters. He was scary every single time he touched that ball, because you knew he was running. He was taking on 3, 4, 5, 6 Northampton players. And especially in that final 22, he was really deadly. He was scary, because it just felt like it took 4 players to stop him. It really did feel like 4 players had to stop him for him to get on the floor. Otherwise, he just would have caused an absolute nightmare to everybody. James Lowe, as always, is deadly. He's so quick. He's so agile. He knows what he's doing. He's just he can see the game. He's made some crucial passes. made a very crucial try as well. But again, it's all of these players. They all played really, really well. But this was really a game of the fight of the fight of the backs, because who, who outscored who, and this is exactly what I was expecting. And honestly, guys, look, whenever Leinster got that ball, they were pushing forward. They were pushing forward so hard. They were so strong, and it scared me, especially in that last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes where Northampton got the yellow. They were one man down. And honestly, I was truly terrified. I was terrified of something happening. At points, I was even turning away from the screen because I couldn't see the Saints win when they played so well, when they played so hard to deserve this win. And they played well, guys. Leinster played well. They actually played really, really well. And up against any other team, you probably would have seen a win. But I guess when it comes down to it, when it really means the most, the Saints really managed to pull something out of their backside. And this is nothing to say that Leinster were horrible. They were scary by all means, and at every point we saw them just crouching onto that Northampton try line. And especially at that end, the last gasp, they were practically on that try line. And at every point we just saw like it still, I mean, it still gives me goosebumps just thinking about those last final minutes where anything could have happened. Honestly, I was expecting Leinster to go for the penalty, especially when they had that try. Um, well, they had that try disallowed, and honestly, I don't know whether that was a good or bad decision. I want to hear from you guys whether you think that was a try. Leinster fans, was that a try? Let me know. Was that a try? Because at points I thought it was a try. Through the different angles, I thought it was a try. The way he put it down, but it all came down to the build up on that, right? Do you guys agree with the referee in that aspect as to deserving it, or being awarded it? I don't know. All I know is that when he decided it, even though Augustus got a yellow, I was happy. I was really, really happy. But guys, Leinster was phenomenal. O'Brien was phenomenal. Archias Sneyman, phenomenal. And honestly, Barrett came on and I was like, oh my word, this is not going to be going well. This is not good. Honestly, I was expecting Barrett to come on a little bit earlier, but yeah, I was terrified. And he started to make an immediate impact. But look, and I still say it, if Leinster had to play any other team, we probably would have seen a Leinster win with the performance that they put in. It's just Northampton, they were resilient. Northampton really pulled a rabbit out their hat. They really put in a very, very strong performance from word go, from that whistle beginning to the whistle ending. Northampton put out an absolute banger of a game. And honestly, I don't know whether you Leinster fans are going to agree with me or not. Northampton deserved the win. Northampton deserved the win. They really did. Because nobody was expecting them to come out with the performances that they did. Nobody was expect. I mean, so many of the people that were watching my videos were expecting it to be a run out, to be, everybody was saying, oh, but Leinster's A team is far better than everybody else, and this and that. And what's the excuse? Where's the excuse for Leinster losing? The Leinster players gave everything that they possibly could have, but ultimately ended up losing. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think? Actually, I just want to hear from you guys. Am I happy that Northampton won and we're going to see them in the finals? Yeah, 100%. Was it one of the most amazing games that I've watched all year so far? By far one of the most, if not the most interesting game that I've watched all year. This game literally had it all. They had it all. And honestly, there's one thing to take away from this game is how well the Saints managed Gibson Park, how well the Saints managed Andrew Porter, and how well the Saints managed McCarthy. Because if they were given free run like they are up against most teams, it would have been a run out. So, guys, comments in the comment section below. What a game. What a game. So I can't wait for the finals. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Who are Northampton going to play in the finals? Is it going to be Bordeaux? Is it going to be Toulouse? Could we see Northampton win the Champions Cup, even though they're finishing 8th in the Premier League or 7th in the Premiership? I don't know, guys. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.